everyone.
Welcome back to Talkative. I'm Brian.
And I'm Mary. We are here to help you speak English confidently and naturally.
Before we jump into today's conversation, please give this video a big like.
And don't forget to subscribe and share this channel with your friends. It really helps us grow. Ready to practice? Let's get started.
Talkative.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am Brian, and I am joined, as always, by the incredible, the witty, and the person who actually knows how to make friends in the real world, Marie.
Oh, stop it, Brian. You are going to make me blush right at the start of the recording. Hello, everyone. It is so good to be here with you all today. I am Marie, and I am ready to get into some deep, probably hilarious, and hopefully very helpful conversation today.
I hope so too, because honestly, I need the help. So Marie, let's get right to it. What are we talking about today?
Well, today we are discussing the broad theme of social connections and human relationships. But specifically, we are diving into the absolute struggle and the ultimate art of making new friends as adults.
Oh man, you are hitting me where it hurts. Making friends as an adult is honestly harder than doing my taxes, and I am terrible at math. Why is it so difficult? When we were kids, you could just walk up to someone on the playground, ask them if they like dinosaurs, and boom, you were best friends for the next 10 years.
It is so true. I remember meeting my best friend in kindergarten because we both had the same glittery lunchbox. That was the only criteria we needed. You like glitter? I like glitter. Great, let's be inseparable. But now, if I walked up to a stranger in a coffee shop and said, "Hey, I like your shoes. Let's be best friends," they would probably call security.
Or at the very least, they would give you that slow, awkward blink and back away slowly while looking for the nearest exit. It is a minefield out there, Marie. I feel like there's this unwritten rule book that nobody gave me. Like, how do you even start a conversation with a stranger without sounding like you were trying to sell them insurance or join a cult?
That is exactly the problem. Everyone is so guarded. We all have our little bubbles, our headphones on, our eyes glued to our phones. Breaking through that barrier feels like trying to break into a high-security vault. But honestly, Brian, I think the biggest hurdle is just the fear of rejection. As adults, we are so much more self-conscious than we were at 5 years old.
Oh, for sure. At 5, I didn't care if someone thought my dinosaur facts were boring. Now, if I make a joke and someone doesn't laugh, I want to move to a different country and change my identity. I start overthinking everything. Was I too loud? Was I too weird? Did I have something in my teeth?
I think we all do that. It is the classic post-social event spiral. You get home, and instead of thinking about the nice time you had, you replay that one slightly awkward sentence you said over and over in your head. But here's the secret, Brian. Everyone else is doing the exact same thing. They are so worried about their own awkwardness that they barely noticed yours.
That is actually a very comforting thought, or a terrifying one, depending on how you look at it. So, if we accept that we are all awkward and afraid, how do we actually start? Where do people even go to meet people these days? Is it all apps now? Are we just swiping right for friendship?
Well, friendship apps do exist. There is Bumble BFF and things like that. But honestly, I think the best way is still the old-fashioned way, just with a bit more strategy. You have to put yourself in situations where repeat interaction is guaranteed. Think about it. Why was it easy to make friends in school or at university?
Because we were trapped in the same building for 8 hours a day with the same people?
Exactly. It is the proximity and the frequency. You see the same faces every day, you share the same struggles, like a difficult exam or a boring lecture, and naturally bonds form. As adults, we lose that built-in community. We go to work, maybe we talk to a few colleagues, and then we go home.
And if you work from home, like a lot of people do now, your only friend is your cat or your houseplants. And let me tell you, my cactus is a very poor conversationalist. He is a bit prickly.
That was a terrible pun, Brian. Truly terrible.
I regret nothing. But you are right. The workplace used to be the primary spot. But even then, it can be tricky. You don't always want to be best friends with the person who micromanages your spreadsheets. So what is the alternative? Hobbies?
Hobbies are the gold mine. If you join a pottery class or a running club or a board game group, you are already bypassing the hardest part of making friends, finding common ground. You already know everyone there likes the same thing you do.
That makes sense, but even in a hobby group, there is that awkward first move. It is like dating, but without the romantic dinner. You are standing there with your lumpy clay bowl, and you see someone else with a slightly less lumpy bowl. What do you say? Hey, your bowl looks less like a pancake than mine.
Actually, yes. Self-deprecating humor is a fantastic icebreaker. If you can make someone laugh or show that you don't take yourself too seriously, it immediately lowers their guard. You could say, I think I've accidentally created a new species of mud monster instead of a vase. It opens the door for them to chime in.
I like that. I am very good at making fun of myself. I have a lot of material to work with. But let's talk about the friendship levels. Because you meet someone, you have a laugh, you talk about the pottery, but how do you move from pottery acquaintance to let's grab a beer or a coffee friend? That jump feels like a massive leap across a canyon.
That is the friendship chasm, Brian, and the only way to cross it is to be the one who takes the risk. You have to be the initiator. It feels vulnerable because they might say no, but most of the time, people are just waiting for someone else to ask. They are sitting there thinking, I really like Brian, he's funny. I wish he'd ask me to hang out, but I don't want to be annoying.
So you're saying I have to be the brave one? That sounds exhausting. But I guess if everyone is waiting, then nothing ever happens. It is like a standoff where everyone wants to be friends, but everyone is too polite to say it.
Precisely. I call it the friendship standoff. I recently started going to a local book club. For the first 3 months, we just talked about the books. It was nice, but very surface level. Then one day, I just said, hey, I'm actually really hungry. Does anyone want to go grab some tacos across the street after this?
And? Did they look at you like you had two heads?
Quite the opposite. 4 people immediately jumped up and said, oh my God, yes, I was starving, but I didn't want to say anything. We went out, talked for 3 hours about everything except books, and now those 4 people are some of my closest friends in the city.
Tacos. The universal language of friendship. I should have known. But what if you were in a new city? I moved a couple of years ago, and for the first 6 months, I felt like a ghost. I'd go to the grocery store, the gym, the park, and I'd see all these groups of friends laughing.
That is such a lonely feeling, and it is so common. It is called the newcomer's paradox. You want friends, but everyone else seems to already have their squad or their tribe, and you don't want to intrude. But the truth is, social circles are not as closed as they look. Most people are actually quite open to adding a new person to the mix. They just aren't actively searching for one.
So how do you break in? Do you just hover near a group at a bar and wait for a gap in the conversation? Because that sounds like a great way to get a restraining order.
No hovering. Never hover. That is creepy. The key is finding the connectors. In every city or social scene, there are people who just love bringing people together. They are the ones hosting the parties, the ones who know everyone. If you find one connector, they will introduce you to 20 more people.
How do you spot a connector in the wild? Do they wear a special hat?
They usually have a very high energy, and they're the ones introducing people to each other. They say things like, oh, you're a graphic designer? You have to meet my friend Sarah. She just started a design studio. They thrive on making matches. If you find someone like that, just be honest with them. Say, hey, I'm new in town and trying to meet some cool people. They will usually take you under their wing.
I love that. It's like finding a friendship Sherpa to guide you up the mountain. But let's talk about the maintenance part of friendship. Once you've done the hard work, you've had the tacos, you've survived the pottery class, how do you keep it going? I feel like as an adult, life just gets in the way. Work, kids, laundry, the endless need to sleep.
Maintenance is where most adult friendships go to die, unfortunately. It's the we should totally hang out soon trap. You say it, they say it, and then 3 years pass and you've only liked each other's photos on Instagram.
Guilty as charged. I have so many we should hang out soon friends. We are in a permanent state of hanging out soon. We will probably be 80 years old, texting each other from nursing homes saying, this weekend?
and the other will say, "Can't, got bingo, maybe next month?"
It is the worst. The only way to beat the soon trap is to be specific. Don't say soon. Say next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Put it in the calendar, treat it like a doctor's appointment or a work meeting. It sounds unromantic and clinical, but in your 30s and 40s, the calendar is the only thing that matters.
You are so right. If it is not in the Google Calendar, it does not exist. It is a figment of my imagination. But Marie, what about the different types of friends? I feel like we try to make every friend our best friend, and that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, definitely. You need a friendship portfolio. You can't expect one person to be everything to you. You might have your deep talk friend, your gym friend, your work friend, and your I just want to play video games and not talk about my feelings friend.
I definitely have those categories. I have friends I love dearly, but I would never ever go on a road trip with them because we would drive each other crazy within 2 hours. And I have other friends who are great for a road trip, but I wouldn't call them if I was having a life crisis.
And that is perfectly okay. Recognizing what each person brings to your life helps you appreciate them more without feeling disappointed that they aren't perfect. It also makes it easier to make new friends because the stakes are lower. You're not looking for a soulmate. You're just looking for someone to go to the movies with on Fridays.
That actually makes it feel much less intimidating. It's like I'm just recruiting for different roles in my life movie. Now, what about the ghosting phenomenon? It's not just for dating. I've had friendship dates that went great, and then nothing. Silence. Do I follow up, or do I just accept that I'm boring?
You are not boring, Brian. Well, maybe a little, but not enough to ghost. Seriously though, friendship ghosting is usually not personal. People get busy, they get overwhelmed, or they just have poor social skills. I always give people the rule of 3. I will reach out 3 times. If I get no response or vague "I'm busy" answers 3 times in a row without them suggesting an alternative, then I move on.
The rule of 3. I like that. It gives them the benefit of the doubt, but also protects my dignity, because there is nothing worse than being the person who sends 5 texts in a row and gets back a "haha, cool" 2 weeks later.
Oh, the haha cool text is a soul crusher. But another thing that helps is being a low maintenance friend. As adults, we don't need to talk every day. Some of my best friends are people I talk to once every 2 months. But when we do, we pick up right where we left off.
Those are the best. It's like time doesn't exist. But to get to that point, you have to build a foundation first. You can't be low maintenance with a stranger. If you don't talk to a new acquaintance for 2 months, they will literally forget your last name.
Very true. The beginning requires effort. It's like starting a fire. You have to keep feeding it little sticks and blowing on the embers. Once the logs are caught and the fire is roaring, you can step away for a bit and it will stay warm. But at the start, you have to be present.
That is a beautiful metaphor, Marie. Look at you being all poetic. Now, let's talk about the vulnerability factor. I feel like to really make a friend, you have to share something real. But how do you know when it's the right time? You don't want to overshare on day 1 and tell them about your childhood fear of squirrels.
Wait, do you actually have a fear of squirrels?
They are shifty, Marie. They have those twitchy tails, and they look like they are constantly plotting something. Don't trust them.
Okay, see, that is a great level 1 vulnerability. It's quirky, it's funny, and it tells me something about your personality without being too heavy. Level 2 would be talking about a struggle at work. Level 3 is the deep stuff. The key is incremental sharing. You share a little bit, see how they respond, and if they share something back, you can go a bit deeper next time.
So it's like a game of emotional tennis? I hit a small ball of "I'm stressed about this project" over the net. And if they hit back with "Me too, my boss is driving me crazy," then the game is on.
Exactly. But if you hit the ball and they just let it drop and change the subject to the weather, then you know they aren't ready for that level of friendship yet. Or they are just not that kind of person. And that's fine. Not everyone has to be a level 3 friend.
I think another big thing for English learners specifically, or anyone living in a foreign country, is the language barrier. It adds a whole other layer of, am I being weird? Because you're worried about your grammar or your accent on top of everything else.
I can only imagine how tough that is. But you know what? Most native speakers, the good ones anyway, don't care about your grammar. They care about your energy and your kindness. In fact, being an English learner can be a great conversation starter. People love talking about their language and culture. You can ask for help with a phrase or ask about a local idiom. It shows you're curious and engaged.
That's a great point. It's an easy way to show vulnerability, too. Just saying, hey, I'm still learning. What does this word mean? It shows you are humble and open. People love to feel helpful.
Exactly. It makes them feel good to help you. It's a win-win. Brian, I have to ask, have you ever tried making friends through an organized group, like a meetup or a local community event?
I did once. I joined a beginner's photography walk. It was interesting. I learned that I am very bad at taking photos of anything other than my own feet, but I did meet a guy named Gary who was obsessed with taking pictures of mailboxes.
Mailboxes? Just mailboxes?
Just mailboxes. Different colors, different shapes, different levels of rust. He was a mailbox enthusiast. We didn't become best friends, but we had a hilarious 2-hour conversation about the history of the Postal Service. It wasn't a lifelong bond, but it was a great afternoon. And that's the thing. Sometimes a friend for a day is enough to make you feel connected to the world.
I love that. Not every interaction has to lead to a wedding invitation. Just having a pleasant, human connection with a stranger like Mailbox Gary can boost your mood for days. It reminds you that the world is full of interesting, weird, and kind people.
It really does. So, what's the pro tip for someone listening who is sitting at home right now, feeling a bit lonely and wanting to get out there? What is the very first step?
The first step is what I call the Say Yes Challenge. For 1 week, say yes to every social invitation you get, no matter how small or how much you want to stay on the couch in your pajamas. If a coworker asks if you want to grab a coffee, yes. If someone mentions a free concert in the park, yes.
Even if it's a concert of experimental kazoo music?
Especially then, think of the stories you'll have. The more surface area you create for luck to hit you, the more likely you are to meet someone. You can't meet people in your living room unless you're the one delivering the pizza.
And even then, it's a very brief friendship. Here's your pizza. Thanks. Bye. Not much room for deep connection there. But I like this say yes idea. It forces you out of your comfort zone. What if you don't get any invitations, though?
Then you have to be the one to give them. This is the host mindset. Instead of waiting to be invited to the party, you are the one who suggests the coffee or the walk. It can be something tiny. Hey, I'm going to check out that new bookstore on Saturday. Does anyone want to come along? You're not asking for a commitment. You're just opening a door.
It's the low-pressure invitation. I think that is key. If you make it sound like a big deal, people get scared. If you make it sound like something you were going to do anyway, it feels easy for them to join.
Exactly. And Brian, we should also talk about the long game. Friendship doesn't happen overnight. Research says it takes about 50 hours of time together to move from acquaintance to casual friend, and over 200 hours to become a close friend.
200 hours? That is a lot of pottery classes, Marie. That is a lot of tacos.
It is, but it shows that you shouldn't give up if you don't feel a deep connection after 2 hangouts. You are still in the building phase. You have to put in the time. It's an investment.
That actually makes me feel better. I think I often expect to click with someone instantly. And if I don't, I think, oh, we just don't have chemistry. But maybe we just haven't reached our 50 hours yet.
Exactly. Some of the best friendships are slow burns. You grow on each other over time. You learn each other's quirks and stories. It's like a fine wine, Brian. It takes time to ferment.
Stop with the metaphors, Marie. You're making me hungry for wine and tacos now. But honestly, this has been so eye-opening. I think the biggest takeaway for me is that making friends as an adult isn't about being the coolest person in the room. It's about being the most curious and the most brave.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Curiosity over coolness, every single time. If you are genuinely interested in other people, they will be interested in you. Everyone's favorite topic is themselves. So if you ask good questions and really listen, you're already halfway to a new friend.
Well, I am definitely curious about why Gary liked mailboxes so much. Maybe I should have asked more questions. But seriously, to all our listeners out there, don't be afraid to be the one who reaches out. The worst that can happen is a no, and a no just leaves you exactly where you were before, so you haven't actually lost anything.
And the best that can happen is a new best friend, a new adventure, or at the very least, a funny story about a mailbox enthusiast.
Exactly. Well, Marie, I think we have covered a lot of ground today. I feel much more motivated to go out and actually talk to people. Maybe I'll even leave my headphones at home tomorrow.
Baby steps, Brian. Maybe just keep one earbud out first. Don't shock your system.
Good point. One earbud at a time. Well, this has been such a blast. I hope our listeners found this helpful and maybe a little bit encouraging. Making friends is a skill, like anything else, and you just have to practice.
Absolutely. Practice, patience, and a lot of tacos. That is the Marie and Brian formula for social success.
I love it. Well, that's all we have time for today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had a great time, and we hope you did too.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Go out there, be brave, and say hi to someone new today. You never know where it might lead.
Until next time, I'm Brian.
And I'm Marie.
Keep talking, keep listening, and keep making those connections.
Bye, everyone.
See ya!
Brian, seriously though, do you want to go get tacos now? Because you've mentioned them like 5 times.
I thought you'd never ask, Marie. Let's go. I know a place that has the best spicy shrimp tacos you've ever had.
Only if they don't have any squirrels nearby.
Hey, don't mock the trauma. It's a real thing.
I'm sure it is, Brian. I'm sure it is. Let's go.
You're paying, right? Since you're the one with all the friendship wisdom?
Nice try, Brian. Nice try. We are splitting the bill like the responsible adults we are pretending to be.
Worth a shot. Let's go.
Seriously though, the mailbox thing, did he have a favorite brand?
We didn't get that far into the specifics, but he did have a very strong opinion on the shade of blue used by the US Postal Service. He called it utilitarian yet soulful.
Utilitarian yet soulful. I think I would like Gary.
He was a character, that's for sure. Maybe I should call him, see if he wants tacos.
See? You're already practicing what we preached. Look at you go.
I'm a natural, Marie. A natural-born friend maker. Now, where did I put my keys?
They are in your hand, Brian.
Right. Case in point. I need friends to keep me functional. Let's go.
Lead the way, oh fearless leader.
Tacos, here we go.
I'm actually really excited about this. I haven't had a good taco in weeks.
Weeks? That's a tragedy. A literal tragedy. We are fixing that right now.
You know, this is exactly what we were talking about. We had a plan to record, and now we're turning it into a social hang. This is how it's done.
We are living the dream, Marie. Living the dream.
Okay. Enough talking, more walking. Let's go.
I'm walking. See you guys later.
Bye.